Hey guys, welcome back to Cutlery. Hope everyone having a great start to your week. Wanted to jump on here real quick, let you know how we did over the weekend and our flea market finds. I know in my last video I'd said that the flea market was kind of dead, and it was, but we were able to pick up a few things. A little bit of modern stuff, kind of a mix of traditional and modern this time. I'm not a modern knife guy, but I did pick up a few that caught my eye, and I'd love to show them to you today. We got a package we need to open today. It's got a project in there that it'll be the first of its kind for me. I haven't actually done this kind of knife repair before, so I'm going to attempt it, and you know, if I fail, it'll be a colossal failure, but if I succeed, I think it'll be a great thing. But if this is your first time on the channel, you love the content, please like, subscribe. Just trying to build this channel up, guys. We're pushing close to 300 subscribers. What an amazing thing. I didn't think I'd get 3, but knowing we're close to 300 within just a little over a month of going, that's amazing. It's thanks to you guys, and I appreciate it so much. But tell you what, let's take a look at these knives. We'll flip the camera around. We'll take a look and talk about them. You got any questions, guys? Shoot me a comment. See you soon. All right, guys, we're back here at the table. So the first one I wanted to show you was a flea market pickup. Now, before I even show it, I almost guarantee this is a fake, but I wanted to show it anyway. The guy I picked this up from had a bunch of traditional knives as well, had this, and had a Benchmade bug out at the same time. But it is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. He certainly did not try to sell it as the real deal. And the price he gave me for it was certainly the fake price. And I usually don't buy a fake knife of any sort, but I don't have one of these per se. I noticed it's well built even if it is a fake, so I wanted just to grab it for the price so we can use it for package opening and all kind of fun stuff. So but anyway, won't spend a lot of time on it, but I don't know how to tell if these are fake or not. I'm assuming the digital camo pattern would be a little stronger on a real one. But if there's ways of telling that I don't know about, guys, please shoot me a message, let me know. But anyway, thought I'd show that one real quick. It was one of our pickups over the weekend. Another a modern knife. I usually don't buy these as well. This is a CRKT. Usually don't pick these up. I think this is called the Vizzle, I believe, and I'll show you that in a second. But for some reason, I actually went by this vendor, bought some stuff from him, passed this knife up, and I come back, probably handling it like most knife guys do, 4 or 5 different times, and just simply couldn't shake it. And then he knew my interest, so he made me a deal I couldn't pass up. But excellent action on this knife. Heavy duty, thick frame lock. Heavy duty steel blade. I mean, the blade on this thing is super thick all the way down the spine. Hefty, big knife. Can choke up on it really well. I really, really, really like this knife. It's called the Vizzle. Certain it's a China CRKT. At least I believe it is. I haven't researched it or anything, but very well built, quality knife in my opinion. For what little I know, it's really, really nice, and for the price, which I gave him $10, I had to have it for the collection. Next one we got, let's see, we'll go down the line. I'll go ahead and finish up this line. So I know good and well this is a China knife, but Kershaw, Speed Safe. This is an Almar design. This is a China, and it is marked as such, but very well built, super duper sharp knife. I picked it up a couple times as well. Frame lock, I played with it, and the action on it was just too much to pass up. Just had to bring it home. I didn't have one like this. I think I have a Leak Kershaw, and I have a bunch of other type Kershaws that we're actually going to do a video on soon. There's a funny story on the Kershaws I have as well. But yeah, this was a nice pickup. I think it's another $10 or $15 flea market pickup. The next one was, before we get into the full-on traditionals, and a lot of you guys will recognize this, the Gerber, the Applegate, the Combat Fighter. Got a good deal on this guy as well. The caveat to it, I noticed it when I bought it, but for the price, I still couldn't pass it up. The caveat is, I think it's the newer version. It doesn't have the rear lock like some of them do. It's definitely been ground on and messed with, the blade has, but what the problem is, the reason I got it so cheap, I think I paid $15 or $20, is someone has took this top grind where it's usually just like a bevel grind down to, and it's sharp just down way lower, and they have sharpened the entire length of it. I don't believe that's original or correct at all. You can definitely tell they didn't do the greatest job. It is a rough sharpening or a rough grind. But I'm hoping I can work on this, get some of these scratches out, and just use this as a fun combat knife, just like it says. Combat folder. You can't see it real well, but it has the signatures on it, or the Applegate on the blade. Heavy, well-built knife as well. You got to be careful closing this guy. You want to put your finger there. All right, we'll go to the rough one first. So, found this Western fixed blade knife at a single booth. It was the only knife I was really interested that he had. Rough shape for sure, as you can see from the blade, but the blade is completely full, and it's only, as far as I can tell, only surface rust. There's no pitting on this knife whatsoever. Still super sharp to be in such rough condition as far as blade rust goes. So I'm assuming it just got moisture and built up on it, but it has not pitted. Full tang. It's a great knife as well. This knife will clean up really, really good. I'm excited to work on this knife. That sheath, I'm gonna saddle soap, clean up, wash it down, saddle soap, and wax this sheath too. It fits it pretty well. I'm certain it's not original for it. But it fits it pretty well. I was happy to pick that up. I think I paid $10 for this knife. Would have definitely haggled with the guy, but he's one, it's just his price is his price. So, but it was worth $10 for me. Just something to play with. Next down the run is this Schrade. It's an 825 razor blade stainless. It's a Schrade Walden as well, so a little older. I think it's pre-73. Blade's a little sharpened on it. See the model there. Good looking sheep's foot. I'm a sucker for these old Schrades and old timers and Uncle Henry, so when I saw it laying there, it had to come home with me either way. But we'll get this guy cleaned up. Perfect pocket knife. Love the traditional. All right, next in the lineup, we'll go with this first. So I showed you in the past couple of videos, we've picked up some razors. We've got a case razor. We had a Robeson razor. I saw this laying on a table. It's Ontario Cutlery Company, Geneva, New York, USA. I thought that's pretty cool. I like that. I looked at the side box of this, and it actually says Germany. Not sure if this goes together, these two pieces. Maybe it does. But when I pulled out the razor, was expecting Ontario company or knife company or razor company. I first saw this plastic, but with the pretty texture in it, which I thought was really nice. But when I opened it up here, it's called the Blue Steel, but it's a Henry Sears and Son razor, model 1865. So definitely not the correct box, I don't think. It may be the model 275. I'm not sure what the 1865 portion is. I'm not really good with razors, definitely dating them or any much of information, but thought it'd be cool. Added the collection I've picked up lately. For the price, it was great. Couldn't pass it up like anything else. All right, next in the lineup, we have a Frontier. Back in the day, I've passed Frontier, Imperial, like Colonials. I never would pick them up, but just for some reason, these old school Frontiers and Imperials and all just speak to me. You can see right there, it's 1975. Got the box. I believe this to be the original box, but it has been, when I pulled it out, it has been used, I believe. The plastic or Delrin handles are faded. blades are full. Don't think it's been sharpened other than factory sharpening. Got Frontier tang stamp. Sheep foot, spade blade. But anytime I find these now, if I can get them for the right price, you know, it's always $10, $12 or so. It seems like, at least I can haggle them down to that. We always pick those up, and there's added bonus this one having the box as well. So thought that was a good pickup. Next one we got is I have another set of these, but this is the Boy Scout, the Imperial set. This one is a little bit different than another set I have. The other one I have says Imperial. This says Imperial Stainless with Korea in it. My other one does not say that. But the set also has the Scout logo on the utensils, on the knife and fork, I believe. Nope, I was wrong. Just the knife itself has that. But I always pick these up too if I can get them for the right price. I just think they're a neat piece of scouting history. Just a neat thing to have in the collection, especially with the original case with the logo. The other one I have is the same sort of case, but it doesn't have the outside logo on it. And the last of the flea market finds was this case whittler, 3-blade, really good looking bone on this knife. I'm gonna do some sanding and polishing and playing with this one for sure. This is a 79. I've already got Case sending me a shield for this one. But blades are in good shape. Well, most of the blades are in good shape. You see the single dot tang there, 79. Missed my birthday by 1 dot, so I was hoping for a 78, but no snap whatsoever, so it takes a lot of work. Actually, that blade's not, this is the one that was in bad shape, yep. So we're gonna try to round this blade up, and actually maybe the other one as well. No, this blade was good. Pin blade was good on it. We'll clean this one up, get it spit polished and shined, and get a shield into it, and this will be a good addition to the big display for sure. But that was the last of the flea market pickups. Decent day. We've done better for sure. We've done a whole lot worse, so not mad about it at all. But we'll kind of move these to the side for a minute, and we'll see what we got in this delivery box over here today. I know there's one knife in there that I'm really excited about. The others, I don't think I'm going to be as excited at all, but we'll crack this thing open on the side here. Sorry about the shaking. Like they got them bundled up real good and tight. So this is what we're going to work with. Don't think this will take too long to look through, because like I said, there's only one that I was really interested in this group. It did come with a little sheath that I'm hoping is either a little Gerber or a Browning sheath. I don't think it's either one, but it's got that look to it like the little Browning sheath. It's not labeled in any way, so it's like it's just a little aftermarket, but that'll be great for a little small knife. You can tell it's tiny. We will just kind of dump these knives out here. But y'all know me, and like my other videos, I like the knives with stories, and I guarantee you this pile has a story of some sort. But we'll go ahead and just pull the one that I'm really bought this for. It's like it's missing pins. It's a 2-blade, has both back springs, which is good. So it looks like it's all the parts I need to do what I want to do. Someone tried to obviously repin this thing in a poor way. But the reason I bought this, it was hard to see it, and I know the blade is not the greatest, but this is an X's Under case. Folding hunter. It Looks like everything is in decent shape. Ooh, and it's sharp too. Almost got my finger, guys. This is a, trying to see that pattern number, see if the camera brings it out. I see the 6.2 something, and then the saber, the SAB, the saber grind. Not sure what those other numbers are right after that. I think I see a 5 in there, but anyway, because obviously it was 6 being it was either I guess Delrin or a bone handle. But I'm glad all the parts are here like I need. They're actually, I don't have to cut any pins because everything is ready to go, it looks like, which is awesome. So cool. So the plan for this is I've got a set of red stag antlers that I've had for a long time. And I plan on trying to do this myself. I want to cut those and I want to handle this personally. Never done that sort of repair. I've always just done pin repairs and small things and blade change outs. But this will be, I've been watching a lot of videos. I'm big into the, I think it's the Southern Knife Hobbyist. I think he's a great tutorial on how to repair things. I watch him all the time. So we're gonna try some of his lessons and see what we can do. But we'll set that to the side. Pretty sure this is Chinese. We won't spend any time on the Pakistan Chinese knives. This was interesting. I didn't realize because it didn't show this side how beat up it was on one side. I assumed this was a hammer brand knife, but it looks like it's in very poor shape. Main blades are missing. It has a tang stamp, but I simply cannot read. I think that's the patent number. So I'm gonna assume just by looking at this, the pattern on these scales, that this was a hammer brand. I'll try to get that other open later, but probably not worth. But that's a cool clamshell color to that one. This looks like it's probably China. I believe it is. This was a buck. I saw it in the picture, but obviously in very, very poor condition. Blades are in poor condition, but this is a 303. It's a USA 303. It actually looks like just the main blade is poor. Well, that's not true. Pin blade is pretty poor as well, or both of these are. So, not sure what we'll do with this. We can definitely get some liners and some parts off of it if we need it. But we're not talking but a $10 buy here, so I'm not disappointed in any of it. Assuming this is a Russell. I knew one blade was broken, and it also showed the picture of that bone broken, so. But yeah, pretty Russell tang stamp on that. This was a beautiful Barlow knife at one time in its life. Sure wished it was in better shape, but that bone on this side is just gorgeous. If it was cleaned up and shined, this would be an amazing knife. This is a heavy knife. I'm shocked at how heavy this and how well built this knife is. Super thick back springs in this thing. But anyway, guys, I think that's all for today. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to try to run through some Kershaws that I have in the collection. One that has a very funny story. You don't want to miss it, guys. But like I said, if this is your first time here and you made it this far, I certainly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, smash that thing, guys. Let's get this channel going. We're almost pushing 300 subscribers. What an amazing thing! What an amazing accomplishment! I feel I'm so grateful to you guys for that. But anyway, next time from Cutlery. Hope you'll have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.